Timbit ranting tubers. And you'll never know what that's all about because you're only watching it on the video if you're on the video. But anyway, welcome back to Lufia 2. We're going to save our baby, and the chat may still be discussing one of our previous off-video discussions. So, if you want to know about the Timbit discussion, you'll have to show up to one of the live streams. Anyway, the point of the story is, let's go rescue our baby. So, we're playing with just Maxim and Celan, and of course our capsule monster, who's pretty good when they use Thunderbolt. And this stuff should be fairly easy, but it's a little bit tricky because we've only, we've got a small party for this dungeon. Anyway, to the lighthouse, where the evil monster leader has kidnapped our child. Ever since a mysterious light flew to the top of the lighthouse, we've been awash in monsters. Alright, might be some puzzles. Okay, I see. Make an arrow. I get it. This is a nice visual puzzle. Save the baby! Complete the Patreon, yeah. Gotcha. Dang it! Cheating crabs? Come on, Krabby, fight me. Apparently they don't want to fight me, they keep running away. So, the red lobster was weak to fire, if I remember correctly. And I happen to have some with fireball. Probably not the best time to be grinding monster fights, but my lore reason here is Maxim and Celan have to some degree gone mad with rage as the monsters have kidnapped their baby. And they're not thinking straight, so they're gonna kill everything. Just fireballs to every group of enemy. The color block puzzle, the red and yellow blocks that you have to line up to turn them colors, that one is in the game. We've already done a couple of them. This game has lots of surprisingly difficult puzzles. Actually, it's more dungeon puzzly than your average JRPG by a long shot. Luckily, though, I'm not currently stumped by any of them. And our fairy's gonna run away, I betcha. Ooh. It instead does a completely useless action. Could have healed itself. Nope. Does nothing. Alright. These enemies seem pretty pathetic. That's locked. Oh, so I guess I have to point the arrow the other direction. Should have always known to go right first. The right way is to the right. I'll show myself out. Okay, we got a monster blocking the door, sorta. Got a bunch of boxes. If you place the box on the crest, when you see the door, all the tricks vanish and the door opens. Okay. It's a trick door. So we need to put a box on the symbol. You know what? I remember. This is a really outside the box puzzle. But notice how the walls close in and the door is locked. The white block will open the door, but we also have to keep the walls open. What if we just put a box to block the door? Oh. Take that, puzzle. Get yourself handled. I sort of remembered this one, but I always thought this was a cool little side puzzle. So there you go. I like these sorts of puzzles because there's not, like, I don't think they're very hard, really. There's not too many different options, but you do solve it in a way that's not obvious, and those are some of my favorites. And we get ourselves a dragon egg. And a mystery ring. And a big shield. That's, one of these treasures is not as good as the other. So, with our big shield, we don't really need that anymore because we've got the spell that does the same thing, so that's no longer super valuable. But a big shield, oh, bada bing, bada boom, what a waste of an equipment slot. Alright, what else did we pick up? Oh yeah, the magic bikini! I forgot! Do we care about the holy wings? The holy wings are really good. The magic bikini. Sure, it gives her more defense, honestly. Somehow, it magically protects her. And the mystery ring, what does this do? Magic mirror to repel... Makes magic mirror. So this is like you cast some sort of wall reflective spell, I think, on your characters so that enemy magic bounces back. So what do we want? Thunder gives us damage defense. Mystery gives us attack and defense. Basically the same stat-wise. Thunder gives us a fancy IP attack. Mystery ring gives us a sort of a buff. I guess I'll go with that. Oh, I should probably switch the pumpkin jewel over. Oh, I don't have the right jewels. Decker or Guy, one of them, has the bat jewel, which actually would be better for Celan. I owe you 11 hours? What happened? What? Why do I owe you 7 hours? 11 hours. 11 hours. Do I really need the agility? Get a bunch of defense, but that's kind of boring. Oh, you bought Subnautica. Yeah, okay, I get it. Alright, so we got our treasure. So... Oh, I know, I just haven't gone to the other door. Just from watching it. Yeah, no, it's a great game, man. I hope you enjoy it. It's relatively cheap as far as, like, spending money. And, on a game, that is to say. And, I thought it was really good. Okay, you know what? You need to die. This goblin! Ha! Try to run away from me. No, that's great to hear, Grotham. Always happy to share a fun game with other people. And then I do apologize, of course, that it takes up all your life, but that's what video games are for. Okay. We've got a teleport. That's like a one-way escape teleport, I think. And then this room is mostly just to tease you with the treasure. Hey, we got him. That's probably my opinion, Ralph. Sometimes people get on your case for playing video games or watching TV, but if you're having a good time of it, it's not really wasted, is it? It's not the same as productivity, but you can't be productive 24/7. You gotta have some leisure time. And if you're having a good time, it's not wasted. The nuclear reactor, I did experiment with it a tiny little bit at the very end. As long as you've got uranite, it should be fairly simple. Oh, it's the matching game. We're failing miserably. So we get 4 mistakes, then we have to fight 3 enemies. Little do they know, I have the power of time travel. So, let's see. Note. I think we saw a note. Badoop. Also, like, in addition to time travel, I do have the magic power of saves. I don't think I've seen one of those. I got lucky! I don't think I've seen one of those either. I did not get lucky. There was one of those up here. Nope. Totally flunked. I mean, all you'd have to do is fight the enemies anyway. But I mean, they did give you an in-game way to handle it. Oh, it didn't work! Wait a second! The reset is supposed to reset all the traps. What a sham! 4 nuclear rods, no power. Does it say 0 out of 2500 or something on it? Weird. My memory is really good at this game. I'm terrible at these kind of puzzles. I always lost them in Mario Bros. 3. I've just never been good at whatever these flashcard kind of games are. I'll get them eventually, but, you know. Right, I keep... Okay. Is that... Just gonna dodge all the enemies while I brute force this puzzle. There's only a couple left, so how could I possibly mess it up? Like that. Haha! We did it! I didn't have to fight anybody! Like I said, those kind of puzzles, not my forte. Also, by letting them win, we actually did open up another path, oddly enough. So maybe this is worth checking out. Because if you did the puzzle too well, you'd never do that. I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe when you win the puzzle, those spikes would go away anyway. Probably. It would probably have to do that, actually. But it would be cool to get a reward for failing a puzzle. That'd be nice once in a while. Ooh, new crabs. It's cancer. It's YouTube sorry, I don't mean it. It's nothing personal. It's just the nickname for YouTube comments is cancer. And not like the crab. To be honest, my videos usually get pretty good comments. So those of you that are watching that are about to rage comment, don't be the change you want to be. A dance cap? That'd be maybe worth it. Treasure! A fire ring, okay. I don't know if it's worth it, but let's check it out. Fire ring. Huge fireballs. Increased power of fire magic. I wonder if this is like a passive fireball buff. Fire element buff. I've been using... Fireball's our best spell right now for damage, so... I don't actually remember that mechanic. If it is like a relatively nice buff, I should test it out. That would definitely be worth it. So we used Fireball on the cancers last time. I don't remember how much damage. Was it like 120 or something? For 2 targets, I think? If that doubled the damage of the Fireball spell, I have just got myself a winner. I don't even know if I noticed that the first time I played the game, because that's crazy. Like a crazy horse. Well, Salan for victory here. If we're going to do double damage fireballs... Now, I assume the crabs are probably weak to fire, but... Still, 100 damage to the enemy group is not bad in the slightest. It means if she single targets it, she'd probably one-shot them. And if we fight something weak to fire, it just gets trounced. So this is not connected to anything. I'm so glad the horse respawned immediately. Yay, thanks, horse. No, I don't know why your nuclear reactor is not working, Grotham. They're pretty straightforward. These horses are brutal. They don't even let me go by at all. Some monsters are far more aggro-y than others, so just gotta get used to it. I guess we can use the magic bikini to recover her MP if we need it. That's the best part. Don't forget, we're doing this whole dungeon with Celan in a magic bikini. Never forget. Alright. Thanks, game. Alright. Progress! Place it on black. So are all the switches going to turn the same color and I have to remember which two are black? Oh. Never mind, I didn't even try to follow them. Kill stuff, get kid. Yeah. I guess the monster that kidnapped our child teleported to the top of the tower, and of course he had already built a puzzle lighthouse for us to deal with. Alright, keep your eyes on the birdie. Oh, I have no friggin' idea. That was my best guess. Aw, is this... I don't like these puzzles. Honestly, they cover each other up. I have no idea where they ended up. I think this is one of them. Apparently they... Is it the same every time, at least? Because if it is, I know one of them. Alright, we knew that one. Got lucky, basically. What's the odds of that, eh? What's the odds? Problem with creative mode. Oh, could be, yeah. In creative mode for Subnautica, do you even need power? Like, does your base need electricity at all, or is it just optional? Alright, so the right side is done, so we got the key. Now we can go to the left side and actually probably make some progress up this thing. Hey, fella. Welcome back. Light key. You missed the excitement. Tia got dumped and we got married. And of course, a year went by and then our baby got kidnapped. Get the lights on. Yeah, sorry, Gotham. I don't know. I never had that problem. Zombie, go! Come on, how did he dodge? How is that possible? There was some Dragon Quest V junk, definitely, and I appreciated it. Alright, now we've also got that cool flame ring here. I expect the zombies are weak to fire, so this should go well. Nope, never mind, they're not weak to fire. So if you were a zombie, what would you be weak against? Light? Light magic? We don't have any light magic. Well, we did, but the naked baby fairy refused to use it. I sure hope these things die this turn, because if they don't, we're dead. Hey, Trent Porter. Unfortunately, it is near the end of the stream, but yeah, we're still going for a bit longer. Alright, we're screwed. These things are really tough. Like, those guys are the strongest enemy in a random encounter we've ever fought. And that was ridiculous. I thought they'd be weak against fire like most of the undead, but they were not. So Celan loses all of her charged up gauge. Yeah, the angel baby is not as great as I was hoping. It can heal us, but it chooses not to. Like, if now it uses the 160 HP heal when we don't need it. Thanks, angel baby. Last battle, that would have been way helpful. So, and then that's the spell that does No, oh no, that's the healing spell. Yeah, just keep casting it on the person at full HP. Ah, sure. I'll tell you what. It's failed us. I generally like the idea of a free healing light element, but it hasn't been very good for a while. It's Rocco! To be honest, I haven't used Mareep in a while, but we can go with Rocco. Doggo, Catto, Rocco. So I'm just gonna save, because honestly, we were like one hit away from straight up game overing last time. And we had a first strike. So Snatchers, what the heck are you guys weak against? Probably light. Thanks, Rocco, at least you punched it. I think the water monster can heal as well, but I don't remember 100%. Well, at least a group of 2, if you focus them down, is not so bad. I just need to make sure I start those fights with a lot of HP, or else we basically lose. And we'll try the other monster, because who knows, maybe he'll do something. These horses are just brutal. They will not let you get by. Just use more guns? I could go with that. Healing bullets? Is that what we're going with? Hooray! We got a horse rock! I think we got a piece of horse poop, everybody. Lose with save states? Well, see, that's what I mean. If I don't put a save state down, we get a game over and we lose the last half hour of progress. And I don't really want to do that. And those guys are pretty darn tough. Anyway, horse rock. I don't see any reason not to go with the horse rock. Well, the water jewel has more defense. And the intelligence boost is the kind of thing she needs. So the pumpkin, remember, pumpkin, not pumpkin, pumpkin. It doesn't really do anything specifically well for Maxim, so at least this gives him, other than the lowered intelligence, you know, a bit more of his physical stats. You lose with save states by saving a second before a hit. Yeah, I'm sure I've done that once or twice. Probably during the solo challenges more often than normal. Alright, this will wipe them out pretty well. Actually, because the cancers are so weak to fire, this is a great choice for Rocco. Wow, we're getting all the rocks. It's now got a big piece of crab poop. What does it do? Lets you do cancer attacks. Hooray! We can cause cancer! Scissor Slash. That's a double attack. That might be one of the really, really powerful ones, actually. I'm trying to remember which ones are the best, and I think double attack tends to be one of the winners. So that looks good. Yep, see you later, Ralph. Don't know how to get across that room yet. Die, horse. We've already got your rock. I don't know why I'm fighting you. Radioactive rock. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Causing cancer doesn't seem like kind of the thing I want in my inventory. A cancer-causing stone. I want to live a long, healthy life without radiation poisoning. Okay. Secret bomb hole that probably lets us fall down onto the room I wanted. Wait a second. Alright. Time for a mechanic that we've probably not seen in Lufia before. The horse might give good experience, but they're also kind of a pain to fight. So what if we go, move it out of the way, blow the hole open, and then push the... yeah. So that's the first time we've actually had, like, puzzles that cross vertical rooms like that, where you can actually push an item into a different room. A bee rock. Is that a beehive? We're just... this is the The area of all kinds of let you do B attacks. That's great. That sounds probably worse. It's a lot of agility. That's a huge agility jump. But I don't think Immobilize is going to work it. Paralyze enemies. It even says if you're lucky. I am never lucky with status attacks. So let's not give that a try. It's the bee's knees. Oh, man. Oh, man. Somebody help me. Ah, oh, the crab goddess. That's fine. If I equipped my fire sword, we could do extra damage, but they're pretty easy. They're not the problem. It's those ghost things. Well, this is very promising. Maybe we're at the end of the dungeon already. The episode is already at 25 minutes, so it's a good time to get to the boss if we're lucky. I feel like I may have missed some treasure in that dungeon, but I always feel like that. Alright, we'll fight another horse. Just for you guys watching along at home. Farewell, horse. Alright, and then I'm mostly concerned about the ghost things that are tough. I wonder if I need to get to the middle of this. Let's check out the center first. Now, just trying to think if there's any other way to do this puzzle beside the obvious way. There is an obvious way. Aha! That was tricky. Sneaky little puzzle. Actually, I would not have guessed how to... I mean, I did guess, but I would not have thought that that's how you'd solve it. It was just... As soon as you step off the switch, the stairs go away. But you can adjacency use that to go up them immediately. So we must have just jumped up those stairs super fast. Super speed. Well, looks like we found our baby. I did save it pretty recently, so I don't need that too much. But let's go save our baby. Alright, let's wreck this guy. Yeah, why do you have to kidnap a baby? Okay, that's just not cool. So, if this guy was good at his job, the baby would already be dead. But I guess he was thinking, we gotta watch out for the future because we could have another baby, so he's gotta try to capture us. Hey, thank you, cave wench. Good job. She's always got our back. Boss fight. Alright, this guy needs to die. We're gonna go... We're gonna give us a full blast of attack. And we're gonna give us... I don't think I've got any magic defense, do I? That's the spell I really need, is the increase your resistance. But, she's got agility, which gives you defense, and then defense, which gives you defense. At least I think agility gives you a little bit of defense. Could be wrong. Here's a little trick I learned. Oh, you're one of those. Of course he is. He's a summoner. Well, betcha your groupies have no chance against the fireball spam. Alright. We'll just let Maxim continue to buff up for a couple turns. Not too bad. Any other buffs we want? Let's go max agility here. And buff up our defense a little bit more. One of them. Yeah, summoners. I've got no respect for summoners. Fight your own battles. Don't let your monsters fight for you. And agility buffs are pretty weak, it looks like. Alright, I think I've got pretty much all the stats we can really improve. Let's try the Mighty Scissor Slash. And let's see if we can do some fire damage. over 250 damage, pretty standard, pretty good. It is happening right in front of the baby, yes. It's our baby. The baby is heat resistant. A heat resistant baby. This is why Scissor Slash is so good. You get a good attack, and it doesn't actually use very much of your meter. And I think it's 2 chances at crits. So if you're going with a crit build, it's probably even better. You just need one of those critical type weapons. You can do magic repel. I wonder if this adds more attack power differently than the way Trick does. I think they don't stack. I think it's the same sort of stat, but I want to check it out. It might be different than Trick. Plasma Blaster. What do you think this is? XCOM? Alright, so with a fully buffed up Cancer, how bad will that be? Is this like stage 4 terminal? So he doesn't get to choose his targets with it. That's one weakness of X attack. I wonder how much damage, like I'm saying it's really good attack. Yeah, it's doing the same damage as normal except twice. That's a good attack for sure. I thought that might kill the summoned. Alright. Oh no, that's not good at all, actually. He did a lot more damage than I thought he would. Stupid summoning monsters. Alright. Time for a miracle. I know, I used it. I used it! Oh, come on! Time for another miracle! Ah! No! All my precious, too good to use items! Stupid summoning enemies. I got greedy. I used a multi-target fireball instead of a single-target fireball. It's my own mistake. Well, that might be... I don't actually think you lose your buffs when you die, so we should still be fully buffed up, which is definitely a +1. I know, they are too good to use. I can't believe I used them. And he was 1 hit from dying. I wasted 2 miracles when I could have just smacked him and won the fight. Classic. Classic JRPG. Alright, well, he's been trounced. Alright, Gyros, you're fine, right? Iris would have protected him. She's probably immune to fire herself, so don't worry too much about the baby being cooked. Iris is like, this is actually not what I told you to do. But then you settled down, got married, and had a baby, which wasn't really the plan. Yeah, you were supposed to die. Oh, come on! So... she said she was a fortune teller. Time for you to go. Protect your loved ones. Oh, there might be someone stronger than Gades. Now, knowing the end of this game, you'll feel really sad right here. Maxim was destined to die, and subverted his fate, and hooked up with Celan and had a happy year of life. But does fate change just by doing that? I don't know. I don't know if it's that simple to change your destiny. She's no ordinary mother. She's gonna fight to protect her child. Look at this. She's not gonna just retire as a new mother and look after her baby. She's gonna hand off the baby to a babysitter and save the world with her husband. Don't carry cancer around with the baby. Yeah, that's true. We'll keep the baby away from our inventory. Don't chew on that rock. Alright, we're gonna track Idura down, who should have been killed, but we didn't finish him off. We'll put the team back together and try to save the world. And maybe ourselves if we can. But the world comes first, I guess. Because she's breaking the JRPG trope of being the mom that stays home and lets the guy do all the dangerous job. She's gonna go fight for her baby. Alright. Also, we were terrible parents anyway, so good luck. Alright. I mean, the first thing we did was like, well, we're not very good at putting the baby to sleep, or feeding it, or playing with it, or looking at, oh shoot, it got kidnapped. Like, you know, that's been the theme of the game, is we're terrible parents, so. Okay, so that's probably going to be it. We have, in fact, saved our baby, but we will now need to defeat whatever evil has been unleashed by us not dying, and that will take a very, very long time. So, we'll end our stream and our episode here. For those of you watching on the video, thanks for watching, and hope you've enjoyed, and probably just the next video on the playlist will be us traveling out. So, see you there.